Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a show that's going to piss off a lot of people, but I know it's also going to make a lot of people happy. So before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let me get into this topic here. Some people will say, oh, you hating? No. Calm down. Relax. Nobody's hating. What you're going to see today, for whatever reason, you're going to see a lot of people throwing a lot of praise in LeBron's direction, and he deserves it. But what you're also going to see is a lot of people going overboard and jumping out the window and just saying pure nonsense. And one of those things is LeBron the greatest scorer of all time? To me, I personally think that is a ludicrous notion to put out there. I personally believe that. To me, the greatest scorer of all time, although the obvious answer people may say is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because of his total points. But to me, the greatest scorer of all time is Michael Jordan. Okay. Michael Jordan is the greatest scorer of all time. And personally, I don't really think it's close when you look at it over time. And I'm going to give you guys some facts and information to put Jordan's scoring into context and to show you why it is thoroughly laughable for anyone to suggest that it's not Jordan by an absolute mile. By an absolute mile. In the era that Michael Jordan played in, teams actually played defense. And not only did they play defense, they played physical, hard-nosed defense. The average score of an NBA game in the 90s was 101.3 points per game. Keep that number in your notes. The average score, to give you an example, the average score of an NBA team just this year is 111.8 points per game. In addition to that, the pace is faster, which is something that's very, very important. There are more possessions in today's NBA. Teams are attempting a ludicrous amount of threes. To give you guys an example of what I mean. Teams are attempting, on average, 20 more three-point shots. Listen to the number I just said. 20 more three-point shots than the Chicago Bulls attempted in 1998 at 14.1. Teams are averaging around 35 three-point attempts in today's NBA. So what does more threes mean? It means a few things. Number one, more scoring opportunities from a mathematical standpoint. Number two, more spacing, which means what? In the reverse, less resistance to the basket. I want to put some facts and figures in front of you guys to understand just how incredible of a scorer Michael Jordan was in his career. Michael Jordan, there was a season. I want to put this into context for you because I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. MJ is the only athlete or only NBA player that I've noticed the more you research him, the freakier his stats become. Let me repeat that. The more you research Michael Jordan, the freakier his numbers get. There's nothing like Michael Jordan in the NBA today. It's not even up for discussion. There's nothing like Michael Jordan really since Kobe Bryant. And Kobe wasn't quite Michael. There's nothing like it. Let me give you guys some information here. This is all facts. If you disagree, whatever. Now, some people are going to get in their emotions and they don't want me to say this because that's not what they want to hear. You can go ahead and kick rocks because last time I checked, number one, it's a free world. We can say what we think. Number two, if these guys are going to come up here and twerk it up and get the information wrong every single day, I got to at least be able to give my own side of the story here. Some of you guys are aware there was a season back in the 1986-1987 season where MJ averaged 37.1 points per game. That's the highest scoring average we've seen since then. And here's a joke of it all. Given the fact that there are more threes, more possessions, all of this stuff going in today's NBA, why aren't there guys averaging up to 37 points per game? But I digress. Anyway, that season, MJ averaged 37.1 shots per game, points per game. He shot 48% from the field. Here's the freaky part. That year, Michael Jordan attempted less than 1 3-point shot a game that year. And he still scored 37.1 points per game. I want to go and look at the total amount of 3-pointers made that year. Michael Jordan attempted that season 66 3-point shots, and he made 12 3-point shots in the 1986-1987 season and averaged 37.1 points per game. Let me say the number once more for the people in the back. He made 12 threes on the entire year, and he averaged 37. I want you guys to mull over what I just said to you, and hopefully it begins to dawn on you how literally ridiculous it is to say anybody, let alone LeBron, is on Jordan's level as a scorer. It's a joke. To me, it's a joke argument. It's like a comedy argument. That's number one. Number two, Jordan averaged 30 points per game for 15 years. Yeah, he did. Jordan's career average as an NBA player is 30.1 points per game. But it doesn't stop there. Jordan has, because they like to talk about averages, these guys, Jordan holds the record to this day with the highest regular season scoring average in the history of the sport. Now, here's the reason why I personally believe here's why I believe he separates himself from everybody else, and it's not even a discussion. But let's keep it to scoring. Jordan, for his career, averaged 33.4 points per game in the playoffs for his career. Jordan has more 40-point games than LeBron and Stephen Curry combined. Kobe has more 40-point games than LeBron and Stephen Curry combined. We all knew that Jordan was easily the greatest scorer of all time, while, by the way, being the best two-way player in the world at the same time, which is harder to do while you're scoring all of those points. We all knew this. So, because LeBron eclipsed Kareem, we're now saying that he's the greatest scorer of all time. Then the question then becomes, if that makes LeBron the greatest scorer of all time because he holds the record of scoring, are you also telling me, by proxy, Karl Malone is a better scorer than Michael Jordan because he has more career points? This is stupid. This is a stupid argument. I'm sorry to say it's stupid. This is stupid. We got to be smarter than this. As they said in God of War, Kratos, we got to be better. This is stupid. This is stupid. You can only get this over, these weak arguments over people that are not well researched. They cannot reason at a fairly decent level. This is a dumb argument to say. This is dumb to say. Because nobody in their right mind would say that. Nobody in their right mind would say that. Nobody would say Karl Malone is a better scorer than Kobe. Nobody. Let's cut it out. Another thing worth looking at is distances from shooting. Jordan shot higher percentages minus the 3. And you also got to look at the eye test. If you watch basketball, which I think a lot of people don't that have these arguments, I mean, it's clear to see who the better scorer was. It's clear. It's actually clear. It's a joke. To me, it's a joke. This is a joke argument. LeBron's a top 5 player. He is in nowhere near the realm of Michael Jordan as a scorer. Stop. Stop.